The Forge of Character, 5 Pillars of Masculine Excellence. In the grand theatre of existence, where life unfolds its endless drama of triumph and tribulation, there stands a timeless truth: character is forged not in the comfort of ease, but in the crucible of challenge. Like ancient smiths who shaped steel through fire and pressure, so too must the modern man understand that his truest strength emerges not from what he avoids, but from what he conquers within himself. The path to masculine excellence is not a destination but a daily pilgrimage, each step deliberate, each choice a declaration of who he chooses to become. Habit 1. Rule your mind. Within the vast expanse of human consciousness lies the greatest battlefield ever known, the mind itself. Here, in this sacred space between thought and action, wars are won or lost before they ever reach the external world. The man who would rise above his circumstances must first learn to govern the tempest within his own skull, for therein dwells both his greatest ally and his most formidable adversary. Consider the mind as a wild horse, magnificent in its power yet dangerous when unbridled. Without the steady hand of conscious direction, it gallops toward destruction, carrying its rider through valleys of doubt, across rivers of regret, and up mountains of manufactured worry. Yet when tamed, not broken, but guided with wisdom, this same force becomes the vehicle of transformation, capable of traversing any terrain that life presents. The practice of mindfulness emerges not as passive meditation but as active sovereignty. It is the daily act of claiming dominion over one's thoughts, of choosing which voices within deserve audience and which must be silenced. In moments of crisis, when lesser men surrender to the cacophony of panic, the sovereign mind finds stillness. In times of success, when pride whispers seductive lies, it maintains humility. This is not the work of a day or a year, but the labor of a lifetime, each sunrise presenting a new opportunity to strengthen the throne of consciousness. Action step: begin each morning with 5 minutes of intentional breathing. Before checking your phone or engaging with the world, sit quietly and observe your thoughts without judgment. Practice becoming the witness of your mind rather than its prisoner. Habit 2. Make money as tool, not master. In the grand marketplace of human endeavor, money flows like water, essential for life, yet capable of both nourishing growth and devastating floods. The wise man understands that financial literacy is not mere arithmetic but a form of modern warfare, where the battlefield is the global economy and the weapons are knowledge, discipline, and strategic thinking. To dismiss money as unimportant is to voluntarily chain oneself to dependence, to surrender agency in a world where resources determine options. Yet to worship it as an end unto itself is to become enslaved by a different master. The masculine approach lies in viewing money as what it truly is, a tool of liberation, a means to create choices where none existed before, a way to transform dreams from gossamer fantasies into concrete possibilities. The path to financial sovereignty begins with a fundamental shift in identity, from consumer to creator, from reactor to actor. It demands the cultivation of value in oneself, the development of skills that serve others, and the patience to plant seeds whose harvest may not come for seasons. In a world that worships instant gratification, the man who builds wealth slowly and steadily becomes an architect of his own destiny. Action step: create a detailed monthly budget tracking every expense. Identify one unnecessary expense to eliminate and redirect that money toward learning a new skill or building an emergency fund. Knowledge and preparation are the foundations of financial freedom. Habit 3. Exercise daily, physical excellence as daily ritual. The human body stands as both fortress and temple, housing the spirit while defending against the assaults of time and circumstance. In an age where comfort has become king and convenience reigns supreme, the daily discipline of physical exercise emerges as a revolutionary act, a declaration that excellence is not negotiable, that strength is not optional, and that the body deserves the same attention as any other valuable asset. Exercise transcends the mere pursuit of aesthetic appeal, though beauty naturally follows function. Each drop of sweat becomes a prayer, each repetition a hymn to possibility, each moment of exertion a victory over the voice that whispers enough. The gymnasium becomes a laboratory where character is tested and refined, where the gap between intention and action is measured in pounds lifted and miles conquered. The alchemy of exercise works its magic not only on muscle and bone but on mind and spirit. Problems that seemed insurmountable in the morning often appear manageable after the sacred hour of physical dedication. The endorphins released are nature's reward for honoring the temple, while the mental clarity gained provides the foundation for better decisions throughout the day. In movement, we find not just physical health but psychological resilience, emotional balance, and spiritual strength. Action step: commit to 30 minutes of physical activity daily, regardless of intensity. Whether it's a morning walk, an evening run, or a home workout, make it non-negotiable. Schedule it like a meeting with your future self, one you cannot afford to miss.
Before we continue, I'd love to take a moment to sincerely thank you for being part of this journey toward personal beauty and endless growth. Your support, through watching, subscribing, liking, and sharing this video means the world to me. Now let's get back to the video.
Habit 4. Eat natural foods. The sacred fuel. In the grand symphony of human optimization, nutrition plays first violin, its melodies either harmonizing beautifully with our aspirations or creating discord that echoes through every aspect of our lives. The food we consume becomes the literal building blocks of our thoughts, emotions, and actions, making each meal a choice between excellence and mediocrity, vitality and lethargy, clarity and confusion. The modern world presents an endless parade of processed temptations, each promising satisfaction while delivering only fleeting pleasure followed by lasting regret. Yet the man committed to excellence sees through these deceptions, understanding that true nourishment comes not from convenience but from consciousness, not from quantity but from quality, not from indulgence but from intention. Natural foods, those gifts from earth and sea untainted by industrial manipulation, carry within them not just nutrients but life force itself. They demand more effort to prepare, more time to consume, and more mindfulness to appreciate. Yet in return, they offer sustained energy, mental clarity, and the deep satisfaction that comes from honoring the body's true needs rather than manufactured cravings. The practice of occasional fasting sharpens this appreciation, teaching the difference between want and need, between hunger and habit. It reveals the remarkable strength that lies dormant within us, waiting to be awakened by the gentle discipline of conscious restraint. Action step: plan 1 week of meals focused on whole, unprocessed foods, vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and whole grains. Shop the perimeter of the grocery store where fresh foods reside, avoiding the processed center aisles. Notice how your energy and mental clarity change. Habit 5. One problem at a time. The focused warrior. In the final analysis, the difference between those who dream and those who achieve lies not in the magnitude of their aspirations but in the consistency of their daily actions. The warrior mindset understands that every great victory is composed of countless small ones, each problem solved builds strength for the next challenge, and every day presents an opportunity to move forward or remain static. The temptation to tackle everything simultaneously is the siren song of overwhelm, leading to the rocks of procrastination and the shipwreck of abandoned goals. Yet the focused warrior chooses differently, selecting one target for each day's campaign, bringing all resources to bear on that single objective until it yields to persistent effort. This approach transforms mountains into stepping stones, impossibilities into inevitabilities, and dreams into realities. It acknowledges that time, not talent, is often the determining factor in success, and that consistency, not intensity, creates lasting change. Each completed task becomes fuel for the next, momentum building like a river gaining strength as it flows toward the sea. Action step: each evening, write down one specific task to accomplish the following day. Make it clear, achievable, and important. Focus solely on this task until completion, then celebrate the victory before choosing tomorrow's challenge. A wishful closing. The dawn of your becoming. As the sun rises on each new day, it illuminates not just the world around us but the world within us, that vast landscape of possibility waiting to be explored, cultivated, and transformed. You stand now at the threshold of your own becoming, equipped with tools forged by wisdom and tested by time. The path ahead gleams with promise, each step an opportunity to author a story worthy of the hero you were born to be, or imagine, if you will, the man you could become through the faithful practice of these principles. See him in your mind's eye, confident without arrogance, strong without brutality, successful without sacrificing his soul. This vision is not fantasy but prophecy, a glimpse of your future self extending his hand across time, inviting you to join him in the realm of realized potential. The journey will not always be smooth, for growth requires friction, and diamonds are formed under pressure. Yet with each challenge overcome, each habit established, each small victory accumulated, you build not just a better life but a legacy of inspiration for those who will follow in your footsteps. Rise, then, with the dawn of understanding that excellence is not a destination but a way of traveling. The world awaits the contribution that only you can make, and time, that most precious of currencies, ticks forward regardless of our readiness. Begin today, begin now, begin with the quiet confidence that every master was once a beginner, every oak was once an acorn, and every legend was once a man who decided that good enough was no longer enough. Your transformation starts with the next choice you make. Choose wisely, choose boldly, choose to become the man whose story future generations will tell with admiration and respect.